Hi, my name is Brad Malone from Navigate Management Consulting, Brad Dempsey from Solutions 360. We've been working together for over a year now. I think we'd like to tell people what we're finding along the way.
Well, I think one of the most important things we're finding is that an ERP implementation is not something a company does every year.
Right.
It's a big change, and a lot of that change involves culture, it involves their existing processes, and it's really important that before a company starts an ERP implementation, that they prepare for it and that they are assessed and know that they're ready for what they're going to undertake. I mean, you must discover a lot of that when you're
Absolutely, and I think that in working together, by doing that pre-assessment to really look at how ready is the company to make that change, because many people, your tool is very process driven.
Right.
But the company has to have that as part of their DNA to begin with, because otherwise they fight it. Sometimes they don't have the processes to even put in place inside your tool. And I think go live for many companies is the start of the transition, and they have to be prepared for that versus it's all over now.
It's a very important point, because it's not the technology that's a challenging part of an ERP implementation. Obviously sometimes there are some things that you have to work through technically, but it's a culture change, it's the process change, and it's just change in general. Change is hard for people to
It's hard,
to.
exactly.
And you made a very good point. Go live is not the end.
No,
go
it's
live
the beginning.
Is a step in the journey.
Yeah, exactly. And for many people, I mean, the tool measures things too.
Yes.
And so many cultures, as you said, people don't necessarily like to be measured.
Right.
And that could be scary, but as we found throughout the past year, those clients that are starting to really use the data, it's transformed their company.
One of the things I really like about the perspective you bring is you're bringing an objective perspective to a lot of that information.
Right.
For some companies, it's brand new information that they haven't seen before.
Right.
For others, it's information they've had, but it wasn't accurate before. So it's great to have a second set of eyes and some advice on how to manage that information and make the best use of it.
Great. Well, we hope by sharing this today, we've given you some insight into making decisions in the future about ERP software.
Thanks.